Hi guys, welcome back to our channel. Today is a weeknight. It's Thursday and my husband did not want to cook. So because he cooks a lot, I get to cook. And plus I want to highlight, as you see in the title of the video, I have a coworker that is super duper like extreme garden. Like I should have videoed the what I made for yesterday, which we've already like enjoyed, but I want to highlight Ruksana's vegetable garden harvest. So yesterday I used the some of the tomatoes and also the Chinese string beans or the long beans. But today, of course, we're going to be using more of these tomatoes that she actually gave me from her garden. So she has these nice plum tomatoes, and there's something over there that I'm not going to use. I just kind of like want to use these little tomatoes because I thought they were nice. And then we're also going to use an onion. We're gonna use this Italian tomato paste, and what we're making is a very rustic sauce because we have this ravioli right here that is easy, and it says like just add the sauce. So we're also gonna be using these canned tomato sauce. I think I'm only gonna use one, I don't know. We have some basil leaves because my basil died. We're gonna put some crushed red peppers, and we are also going to use some garlic. So what we're gonna start out with, oh, and of course some olive oil and salt and pepper to taste. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna first slice all of my my ingredients, and I'll show you guys. Okay, since we're doing a rustic sauce, I didn't quite, I just did a rough chop. I didn't really do anything special. And then we're going to go over there, and this is our pan, and we're going to start heating up and putting some oil to it, like so. And then I'm going to move you guys over. So this is just a simple, no fuss, no muss. Obviously, it would have been easier if we were to like, I don't know, maybe bought like a store-bought like sauce, but I don't have that. So we're gonna just make do with what we have. So I need a spatula. So have my handy dandy spatula right here. Gonna wait for our oil to actually heat up a bit, and while we're doing that, we're going to get some of our garlic. So that is not cooperating with me because I decided to have long nails. Not really long, but I'm not fancy, so I don't know how to move your fingers when you have long nails, but I'm gonna figure it out. And the reason why I'm doing this is because I want to look a little fancy when I have my first whatnot show. And let me test my oil. Yeah, that will do. So just gonna set that aside, dump my onions, maybe adjust my fire a little bit because I have like a high boil gas right here. It's not fancy, but it's what I got for when we bought the house, and it hasn't given me any reason to like get like new burners. So alright, so just gonna smash my onion, no, garlic, sorry. Ooh, that flavor, so good. So honestly, I don't have a recipe. I watched something and then I don't have all the ingredients, so I feel like I know what I'm doing, but really I don't. So, but that's when you get more creative, is by winging it with what you have, which is one of the joys for cooking for us. So both me and my husband, we get our creative juices flowing by experimenting in the kitchen based on like the things that we have tried when we eat out, and some inspirations from other people that we watch when they cook. And that's the nice thing about social media for our society now. And now we're going to dump our garlic and just let it blend right there. And I like to season my food as I go. So with that being said, we're gonna add a little bit of like salt. This is just iodized salt, and that's 1 teaspoon, just to get the flavors going. Because again, this is gonna be a rustic sauce, so I have to flavor it. And we're gonna crack some peppers too. Let's just talk about my beautiful apron, and I'm gonna show you guys. This is something that I have purchased from Two Broke Sisters. So I love it. I love it. I love, like, if I'm cooking, I have the option of like finding like really cute outfits that make me feel good. So for our tomatoes, I'm not gonna chop it very much. I just want to split them in half, and they have a nice plump texture to them, so I want them to burst their flavor for my sauce. So that way, that would be the and look how beautiful these tomatoes from Ruksana's garden are. So thank you, Ruksana. And I wanted to make sure that I shared it with you guys, because I have been trying my best since we moved to this house maybe 2 years ago, or maybe a year ago. I can't remember. Like, I started interest for gardening, and I've tried, but I'm not really doing that much effort like her. So I decided to use the smallest chopping board, so now we're going to use this. And again, I'm just going to go ahead and let it set right there. I'm probably going to cover it so that it would steam up for me. So, oh, the smell. Oh, there should be a smell TV. Oh God, this is so awesome. All these fresh ingredients joining together is amazing. So it's kind of like a little bit of like a home cooked thing and some shortcuts. What better way? Gonna cover that. And then I still have a few tomatoes right here to add. And I love that some of the tomatoes are not red. A few of them are yellow and green, which is the last ones that I'm doing. And then this one is aroma tomato. It's not quite plum, but that's all right, because I want that texture, because it would have some interest on my rustic sauce. Okay. All right, and I'm just gonna add that to our beautiful, oh, so good. And I think what I want to do is add a little bit more sauce or salt to they're already doing its thing. I want to add more salt so that I could bring out the tomato flavor of my fresh, the tomatoey flavor of my tomatoes. So put you right there. This time, I think I want to add some garlic salt that Miss Tracy has gifted to me years and years. So basically, it's rock salt with some garlic on it, garlic pieces. So too bad I can't find it anymore. Maybe I could, but not from Dollar Tree. So while that is setting, we're gonna open our sauce, tomato sauce from the can, and I'm just gonna pour it in there to help the sauce. So this is what is this? This is 8 ounce. And I don't have much because this is the packet is all we have. So I'm just gonna add that in. Because I don't like saucy pasta myself. I just want them to be coated and then not too much. Oh! And the tomatoes are already bursting. I'm going to show you guys 1 second how it's looking like. So you're not focusing on my not so pleasant face. Okay. I'm going to add a little bit, just a little bit of like water. Maybe like 1/4 cup. Just to swish out that thing. And then we're going to add a little bit of like sugar, and I'm using monk fruit for obvious reasons. I am diabetic, so this will just intensify the sweetness of the tomatoes. So that's about like 1/2 tablespoon right there, just a few dash. And then now we can add the basil, the dried basil. And I'll probably do, I don't know, like 1 tablespoon of this, just because it's dry, so the flavor is not that potent as opposed to like if you happen to have like fresh basil, which shame on me, I don't have. And then we're going to put a little bit of like the tomato paste right here. So, I don't know, maybe like a tablespoon maybe. And what this does is that it gives a little body to the flavor of our dish. And so this is all gonna go to the fridge back, and I'm done with my little tray, so I can put that there. That's where I rinse my stuff. And then I'll show you guys where we're at with the sauce. So this is what's happening in our pot right now. And if you guys can see, I can mash the tomatoes, which would be beautiful. So I probably need to like lower the heat. And then the packet says that I could just like add my pasta to the sauce. So it's frozen. I just took it out of the fridge before, or freezer, before I start. Do you all see how beautiful this sauce is looking? Oh, so gorgeous. Okay, I'm just mashing the tomatoes best I can, and they're super easy to smash. Well, you can see I just point and smash, point and smash. I think we're all good. This one is a little hard, so I'm just going to taste this one a little bit. And all right, I'll be right back. Okay, so we adjusted the flavor, so we added this one, more salt, but then it got salty, and so we added more sugar, but it's good now. So it's simmering. But then this shit right here, because I'm like only reading this. I have to boil this, so that's what I'm doing. I have a pot. I'm gonna keep it boiling, and then I will update you guys. So hang on. Okay, so this is what it looks like. I drained it because you have to boil it. Oh my gosh, that thing. I hate when I'm just like paying attention to one thing and I didn't understand. But what I did was that because I have these handy dandy thing right here. So from there, move here. That's what I did. And now we're just mixing. And what I'm doing is I'm just making sure that all of these pillows are like coated with our rustic sauce. Sauce! Allegedly sauce. So I will show you guys how we serve this.